BJ Penn versus Nick Diaz is very interesting. Both are in the prime of their careers, and these are guys who come to fight.
I want to win. I want to come out on top. I want to be an exciting fight.
Nick Diaz always makes for an exciting fight, and he's always trying to finish his opponents.
A conditioned, well-trained BJ Penn is one scary individual. This kid is one of the most talented fighters ever in mixed martial arts history.
The thing is if he ends up in a bad spot, he's done. If I end up in a bad spot, I'm going to get out.
Diaz loading up to the head.
I'm confident I can beat everybody.
Straight left. Oh, that one hurt him.
I can beat BJ Penn.
Diaz looks for the armbar. Diaz.
I'm doing altitude training every day, getting in tip-top shape because I think I could excel a little further.
His endurance is on a much higher level than the average MMA fighter or the average athlete, period. This is a guy who was born to do this.
This fight is the real main event of the night. This is it. BJ Penn and Nick Diaz. This is the big fight. I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited to take another step and move forward in the right direction. You know, everyone's goal is to get to the top. He sets a fast pace. He throws a lot of punches. He hits hard. He goes to the body well. His grappling is like a pure jiu-jitsu type style. Very good grappler. I want to just put on the performance of my life. I want to come out there with my hand raised. On October 29th, I will defeat Nick Diaz.
I got to win these fights. I don't think it matters what I do. I think I have to win.
Diaz going toe-to-toe. Word from Cesar Gracie's camp is that Nick Diaz has some really great strikes.
The former UFC lightweight and UFC welterweight champion, BJ Penn!
I kind of think that we have some of the same style. Therefore, we have some of the same fans. And I respect his style of fighting.
This one has sudden ending written all over it. Combination. Diaz touchdown, Robbie Lawler!
I have the same game plan every fight, and it's to win the fight.
If I would be the BJ Penn, I would use what BJ Penn does best, getting inside the pocket with his punches, by slipping the punches. And he's got very fast hand and good combination, very dangerous uppercut. It's a tough fight, you know. As a fan, I definitely want to see this fight. They're both amazing fighters.
I have been with fight mate, line mate, Diaz.
This is my TV.
One, two, three.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you. Press conference. It's good to see you. And now I'd like to introduce you to a special person, the president of the UFC, Dana White.
Talk about maybe what this fight means for these guys at this point in their careers, and kind of what you expect to see in the matchup.
Yeah, well, this is a big fight. Obviously, Nick Diaz was lined up to fight George St. Pierre, and now he's fighting BJ Penn, but it's a big deal.
I had fun training, a fun training camp, and Nick Diaz, without a doubt, one of the best fighters in the world, and it's an honor to be able to step in the ring with him.
BJ's been one of the best in the world his entire career from the day he burst onto the scene back in 2001. So, I think the fact that he has a lot more experience definitely helps.
Who did you approach first for the Nick Diaz-BJ Penn fight, and was there any hesitancy from either camp?
The first one I approached was Cesar Gracie, actually. Cesar Gracie was the first call that I made. He loved the fight, and here we are.
Nick's going to come in, and Nick's here to prove himself that he's here to stay and that he is a title contender. So I think we both got a lot of pressure on us come Saturday night.
Is there still kind of some bad blood there with you and George, or not really?
I think someone quoted him on him saying he didn't want to fight me before. That's all. But I figure, you know, maybe it could be a bad matchup for him, you know, my style. That's all, you know, I've ever thought about that, really.
I wanted to ask you, first of all, Nick, were you kept under lock and key last night and escorted here to make sure you didn't escape anywhere to come to the press conference? I mean that in a jesting way.
I would have loved to be at the last press conference had I, you know, been able to make it, and you know, I'm just ready to move forward.
Last time we were here for a press conference in Vegas, Dana was talking about how he had previous conversations with you about the importance of promotion and what comes with the responsibility of the main event. Can you just talk a little bit about those conversations and, if accurate, why you hate this being on the podium or being with the microphone?
I enjoy the right type of press, and you know, as long as it's not B class and it's not, you know, just your random websites trying to you know, take footage or come and say and get quotes or a story from me or an interview, or, you know, I have no problem talking to anybody, and you know, that's why I'm here, and that's what I'm here to do my job.
He's here today. It's over. And I can tell you from what I've heard from my crew here, he's done everything that he's supposed to do, from E&G shoots to pictures to everything else. He's here, he's focused, he's ready to fight, he's at the press conference.
I wondered, do you care about things like that, leaving a legacy on the sport, or do you fight strictly for your passion for the sport? Do you care how necessarily you're remembered after you're gone?
You know, I listen to my coach and my trainers, and they're the ones who want this fight, and I do what I'm told. You know, that's why I'm here. And like I've said before, you know, I didn't make it this far by not listening and doing as I'm told. So I'm here to do my job.
UFC behind the scenes. We're here for the weigh-in, believe it or not. This is it, we're getting close.
This is a fine example where we're at here. Most fighters starving to death. Kids eating.
I really think with this fight coming up, it's going to be good for BJ. The only thing he's not going to win against Diaz is a race down to the 7-Eleven and back.
We're on our way to the weigh-in. Been pretty much close to weight all week, and feeling pretty good to go here, so ready to get the show on the road.
First up on the scale, the Strikeforce welterweight champion, Nick Diaz! 170! 169!
Hey, everybody might think that Diaz punked BJ out. Nobody here thinks that Diaz punked BJ out in front of everybody. we don't think that happened. I don't look that way, but tell BJ it didn't happen. So there you go. That was the last 48 hours with BJ Penn. We're ready to go. Had our last meal, and that's it. The next time you see me, I'll be in the octagon.
I'm a fighter. I'm back in the UFC where I belong, and tonight I'm going to prove it.
Friend or foe, I got to win this fight. I want to move forward. I want to be the champion again.
The Octagon has returned home to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. In BJ Penn, you have one of the rare fighters to win not just one, but two different weight classes, belts in the UFC in welterweight and lightweight. And he's taking on Nick Diaz, a man with arguably the best cardio in mixed martial arts. And this is a heated battle. These guys have a lot of respect for each other, but the emotions run very high. The Dominator, Dominic Cruz. Yep, he broke his hand again in his last defense. And George Rush St. Pierre here tonight. Arriving earlier tonight, here at the Mandalay Bay Event Center, the Prodigy, BJ Penn, against one of the best 170-pound fighters in the world today, Nick Diaz. We take a final look inside the locker room of the Prodigy, BJ Penn. His opponent, Nick Diaz, the former Strikeforce welterweight champion, winner of 10 straight fights.
BJ Penn and Nick Diaz are both true fighters.
Oh, beautiful uppercut. Daly falling. He's in trouble. Diaz going in for the count. It's over.
He's not trying to win a points battle. He's trying to fight you.
And he gets stunned by Diaz. Oh, Diaz is coming.
On top top of that, he's got a fantastic ground game. Nick Diaz is a scary guy to fight, and that is exactly the type of guy that BJ Penn is.
I've never really reached my peak, and I've never really reached my potential. I'm going to fight until I get to that point.
He takes guys in the deep water and he drowns them, and he does it over and over and over again. He did it to Frank Shamrock, he did it to Paul Daly, he did it to Zaromskis.
Did a ton of strength and conditioning with Daryl Christian. Maybe as integral as anything, spent some time on the farm in Hillsboro with Matt Hughes. 4 years older is the prodigy. Taller is Diaz, and look at that, significant 6-inch reach advantage.
It's time! Nick Diaz! The prodigy! BJ Penn!
All right, gentlemen, go over your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves all times. Gotta go back. Let's do this.
There you go. Good connection. Very nice. They're going at it already.
Absolutely. Good old-fashioned brawl. Crowd loves the prodigy.
Takedown. Look at this. Scramble.
Yeah.
BJ's got his back.
Black belts.
He's struggling to get that second hook in, and he lost it, but he's got side control.
Yeah, you don't want to be on your back. You don't want to have BJ Penn on your back, for sure. Working his way back up is Nick Diaz, and they are.
And Nick is up.
Back to their feet now.
Turn to the fence. Let's turn him into the fence. Nice elbow.
Elbow missed by Diaz.
Slip down to go to the head. Hey.
Slip down and go to the head. Now that long reach.
Nice
Good
and a good uppercut.
And that's one of the things he likes to do, pap, 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 and then whip to the body in the head.
There's that Stockton slap. That does a ton of damage.
And look at this. Takedown, scramble. Look at this spin, and he gets the back. Look how quickly he takes the back.
You're not bothering at all, but you got to get off, all right? Put your hands together, boy. Look good. Put them on his back together, strong. Let's win this round big.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Now comes the talking.
Absolutely.
And BJ answers with a nice combination. Oh, nice leg kick by Nick.
They said it. That leg's right there for you. Go for the takedown.
Get on top! Don't grab the sword. Don't grab the sword.
But Nick has him now.
Just over 3. Good body shot.
Very nicely done.
No.
Got BJ up against the fence trying to score some points.
Nick will smell blood and swarm on him.
And we're at the midway point right now.
Nice hook to the body by Nick.
Of this
BJ
fight.
just took a big deep breath and another hook to the body. It's the pressure he keeps on guys just constantly. Nice combination. BJ's hurt. He got hurt.
No time to rest for the prodigy. Oh! Stalking his opponent. Another straight left connects. Body, body.
Nick is walking him down now, Mike.
BJ is in a lot of trouble right here.
I have never seen BJ get battered like this on the feet, Mike.
40 seconds on the clock here in the second.
When Nick Diaz smells blood like this, he swarms, vicious hooks to the body.
10 seconds.
This is the most busted up we have ever seen BJ Penn. Look at the combinations thrown by Nick Diaz. Just constant on you, never lets you breathe.
Gentlemen, last round. Let's fight. How much has BJ recovered? Oh, good shot to the body. Early by Penn. Let's see if BJ Penn looks for a takedown right there. And Nick Diaz saw it coming. A huge round 2 and 2 big left hands for Diaz here in round 3.
Brilliant combination by Nick Diaz.
Mixes it up so nicely.
And he is trying to finish BJ Penn, make no mistake about it.
Just the heart of a champion holding BJ up at this point.
Nice right hand by BJ.
Forward.
First time in the UFC since '06.
Oh!
They're going to battle to the final bell. They go the distance.
What a fight.
I think it's a good fight.
The boxing, look at that straight left hand.
St. Pierre was to fight Condit, then the injury, main event, Penn and Diaz. And they're still talking, at least Nick Diaz is.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Nick Diaz!
What's on your mind right now?
I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now.
What's up? Where you at, George?
Welcome back, and I can't wait to see you fight for the title.
What's up, Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
George St. Pierre flipped out tonight after Nick Diaz was in the ring. And Nick needs motivation. He's got it. He's going to fight George St. Pierre. He's the most disrespectful human being I've ever met, and I'm going to put the worst beating you've ever seen on him in the UFC, is what George St. Pierre said.
See how I got to come off just to get a fight? I got to come off like that just to get a fight in this. You know what I'm saying? I got to be the bad guy. You're going to point the finger, make me the bad guy. I'm the bad guy, and now I get a fight.